19 strange things that can only happen in India. Welcome to India, where you'll see soda being used as a pesticide, IDs for cows, the world's most expensive house, and so much more. 1. 6 seasons in a year. According to the Hindu calendar, there are 6 seasons: the familiar summer, fall, winter, and spring seasons, as well as the monsoon season and winter's eve season. Spring is called the king of seasons, and it's a good time to visit India if you want to see some holy celebrations. The nicest time of year in terms of weather is probably winter's eve season. This is when Diwali, the most important Hindu festival, takes place. 2. A specific head gesture for agreeing. Instead of nodding up and down like we're used to, Indians bobble their heads from side to side in agreement. This gesture is so unique to the culture that it's even known as the Indian headshake. Depending on the context, it's something between okay and I understand. It can also be a substitute for thank you. In any case, it's always affirmative. 3. Extremely polluted air in major cities. Of course, a lot of big cities all over the world have air pollution, but it's on a whole other level in India. Factory emissions and car exhaust cause smog, which makes breathing difficult for both citizens and visitors there. Just one day in Delhi is equal to smoking about 50 cigarettes. Fortunately, the government is working on solving the problem. They're improving emission monitoring and have started rating plants according to pollution levels. 4. All the world's major religions. Although 80% of Indians practice Hinduism, this country includes all the world's major religions plus more. You'll meet followers of Islam, Christianity, Sikhism, Judaism, Buddhism, Jainism, and lots of smaller indigenous faiths all in one place. Now that's impressive. 5. Home to the biggest family in the world. The world's biggest family lives in India's Batwang village. Ziona Chana has 39 wives, 94 kids, and over 40 grandchildren. And his family just keeps growing. They all live together in a 100-room house. A regular family dinner for them consists of 30 chickens, 132 pounds of potatoes, and 220 pounds of rice. The 72-year-old head of the family explains that all his wives actually asked him to marry them, and he just couldn't say no. And he plans to keep expanding the family. Now, that's what I call extended family. 8. The second largest English-speaking country in the world. When you think of English-speaking countries, do you immediately bring to mind the USA, the UK, Canada, and Australia? Well, next time, don't forget about India. Second only to the US, India has around 125 million English speakers. Oh, and that's only 10% of their population. 7. Policemen are paid for having mustaches. Indian police officers get a bonus if they have a mustache. Apparently, the idea is that mustaches make men more reputable and manly. Plus, it's an essential feature of Indian folklore. The difference in pay rate is actually only 30 rupees, which is about 50 cents. But hey, that adds up over time. 8. Cows carry ID. In the Indian state of West Bengal, every cow is given its own photo ID card. This is done to prevent cow smuggling to Bangladesh, which is right across the border. The government of India wants to expand this project across the entire country and actually plans to invest $7.8 million in giving the nation's cows a 12-digit identity number each. This will be done to monitor vaccination and breeding cycles and would double the dairy sector's income by 2022. 9. Spices galore. 75% of all spices on the world market are produced in India, making it the world's leader in spice production. It exports 180 kinds of spices over 160 countries. Spices are so powerful here that one of them is even used as a non-toxic weapon. The military consider butt jolokia, or ghost pepper, great for making tear gas-like hand grenades. Now that's spicy! 10. Low divorce rate. Only one marriage out of 100 ends in divorce in India. So what's their secret to such marital stability? Most people believe this has to do with religion. Marriage here is a holy union, not an official agreement. Arranged marriages might also be a factor. The families often choose the best life partner for their child. Plus, married couples don't want to dishonor their families with a divorce. 11. Pre-wedding detectives. To make sure their children will have a happily ever after marriage, some Indian families hire private detectives to investigate the prospective bride or groom. Their financial situation, bad habits like drinking or smoking, previous relationships, and personality are the main things the detectives are hired to check out. 12. Home of the Love Commandos. In India, there's a group called the Love Commandos. It's a non-profit that supports couples from different castes and are being harassed and even killed for their controversial inter-caste relationship. Journalists, lawyers, human rights activists, and businessmen work as volunteers to give these oppressed lovers shelter, legal advice, and protection. 13. No locks, no worries. Shani Singnapur is a temple town in Maharashtra where residents have no doors or locks in their houses or shops. They believe their property is under the protection of Lord Shani. So, any burglar will be punished by turning blind, and anyone who's dishonest will get 7 years of bad luck. Even the bank doesn't have a regular lock on it. Instead, there's a glass panel with a remote-controlled electromagnetic lock, almost impossible to see. 14. An innovative way to use soda. Indian farmers use Coca-Cola and Pepsi instead of expensive pesticides to protect their crops. The manufacturers of these beverages deny this fact, of course, but agricultural scientists confirm that carbohydrates and sugar actually improve plants' immunity to pests. Think about that next time you reach for one of these drinks. 15. Gold-clad housewives. Indian housewives own 11% of the world's gold. That's more than the combined stocks of the US, Switzerland, Germany, and the International Monetary Fund. That means they actually have over 18,000 tons of gold worth more than $950 billion. They call it perceived wealth and refuse to give it up even in times of crisis. 16. Skyscraper home. Business tycoon Mukesh Ambani is the richest man in the country, and his Mumbai residence is the most expensive house in the world, worth around $2 billion. This 27-story skyscraper called Intilla is occupied by the Ambani family and their 600-person staff who take care of the property around the clock. There's a 50-seat home theater, parking lots for 160 cars, a spa, a gym, 3 helipads, and we'd be here all day naming all the extravagant luxuries this family's skyscraper's house includes. Moving on. 17. The Monkey Menace. Delhi faces a real problem with an overpopulation of monkeys roaming the city. They cause chaos in the metro and in front of government buildings, and are even known to attack people. To solve this problem, monkey handlers are hired to train and take care of a fierce-looking langur to scare them off. So I guess it's fighting fire with fire, or monkey with monkey. 18. The Mystery of Sentinel Island. India controls Sentinel Island in the Bay of Bengal, a territory that remains virtually untouched by modern civilization. The island is perhaps the hardest place in the world to visit. The Sentinelese are a hunter-gatherer society that don't welcome outsiders and basically kill anyone who gets too close to their lands. Things remain here today exactly how they were thousands of years ago. 19. The land of great inventions. India is the homeland of chess. The indigenous name of this game is Chaturanga, meaning 4 divisions of an army, namely elephants, chariots, cavalry, and infantry. Chess isn't the only thing invented in India. We can also thank the bright minds of this country for cataract surgery, wireless communication, fiber optics, metallurgy, cotton cultivation, and everyday items such as buttons, rulers, weight scales, flush toilets, and even shampoo. Which of these facts surprised you the most? Tell us in the comments section. Don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe to our channel to stay with us on the bright side.